If you ever played TC2 before, you would know about how there's other game modes, such as versus bosses, medieval, and randomizer. But today we're going to be focusing on versus bosses. Now, the reason I'm making this video is, well, because there's one boss I think that really needs to get rebalanced again. I think that this boss, back then, used to be overpowered, unkillable, and even, at times, unfair. But now he's mediocre, stupid, and, well, basically just useless. And what is that boss you may be calling? Well, it's none other than Mad Mechanic himself. The crazy hair dude. I don't need to go on for this long. Let's just get into it. First off, let's figure out what Mad Mechanic's old rage ability used to work. Basically, back then, when he raged, when you get to 100%, you would have supercharge and stun all enemy players. This is, and that's it. That's all it is. That's just it. And it may not sound much, but let me tell you, it was pain. You basically get punished and instantly die because, one, he's overpowered and he wouldn't be able to be destroyed, and two, he would just be, I don't know, unhurtable. And plus, with the downside of you getting stunned, which you can't shoot, and how long the stupid timer is for it, is just horrible. Now, to the new Mad Mechanic. This new Mad Mechanic is way, way worse. Basically, his only rage ability is, I'm not joking, a sentry. Just a sentry. That's all it is. No stun, no helpfulness, no, just a normal sentry gun. And this normal sentry gun is so horribly bad because it basically has to be, it has to set up. And if you're in a big fight, then yeah, it's not going to be useful. So if that is the case, then you can't even play the game as Mad Mechanic because, well, your sentry gun's going to take so long to get up, and two, you do 85 damage, so you're just a bottom of the barrel bad class. Thus, I want to intersect with another boss, Joseph Fitton. He's well balanced, a very good character, and a very good boss to fight at. One is that he stuns all players, but doesn't get supercharge, so farther players can help the other team out, and thus they won't be able to get hurt enough, and he's able to hit them, even though it's not even that big of damage as 85, like all the other bosses, but it's way better than just no stun. Thus, he's perfectly balanced. Same with another character. Bloxy Boy. Bloxy Boy is the same thing as Mad Mechanic as the old version. And thus, Bloxy Boy is pretty overpowered, but he's well balanced in this case. Because one, he has 2k less health, or 5k less health, I think, and he is, very weak. He only does less damage than the other bosses, but his upsides are getting 20 baseballs and hitting super fast. That's what makes him great, because he's an actual good class and actually fair balanced. And then, Brutal Marksman, same thing. I think Mad Mechanic should be rebalanced. And what do I think of his rebalance? I think what they should do with Mad Mechanic is keep his rage, so they should keep his stun ability, remove his supercharge, which they already did, but his sentry gun should be deployed faster, shoot faster, bigger health pool, won't be able to upgrade it, but it would have less damage. But I think that would be way perfect than just the sentry gun just dying instantly. I think they should make it impervious if it just has to go, it has to build up. So it should just be impervious until it gets up to full. And if you look at the other classes now for the bosses, you will know how good they are. Except for see you later. But everything else every single boss is pretty good. So Mad Mechanic gets the bottom of the barrel. He's not really that perfect. He's just a worse class to be, a worse boss to be actually. Thus, he's just sad. That's what he is now. His new name is Sad Mechanic. Well, thank you to you all. And before I go, one thing is that if you ever get Mad Mechanic, say in chat, Sad Mechanic. Alright, thank you to you all.